to Peace Dex. Have you ever been in a situation where somebody walks up to you and be like, what? You're too proud. And you look at yourself and then look at the person. Me? Proud? How? Why did you say so? You've been in that situation, right? Likewise, I would like to know how you handled that. Were you actually proud or were you being confident about yourself? Tell us more about it in the comment section. If it is your first time in Peace Dex, do well to subscribe to get more of our videos. Let's get started. Pride and self-confidence are two different things that can be interchanged for another. This is pride and then this is self-confidence. I dislike pride, I guess likewise. And then I like self-confidence. Like I love people that are confident about themselves. I guess you too, you like that. But there's this thin line that is in between the two of them that makes them, they can possibly be interchanged one for another. What is that thin line? Now we are going to be talking about what exactly is this pride? And then what exactly is this self-confidence? And then what is that thin line between the both of them? When we say pride, what exactly do we mean? Remember there's the positive or the healthy pride, which is the pride gotten out of what you do. And then there's a negative or the unhealthy pride, which is the pride gotten out of who you are. Yeah, our emphasis are laid on the negative or the unhealthy pride because the positive pride is like your self-respect and your dignity. A prideful person is someone who has unduly high opinion about himself or herself. He talks when he's not meant to talk. He acts when he's not meant to act. He reacts when he's not meant to react. Such a person can be arrogant and thinks he's superior over others. Now, what is self-confidence? Self-confidence is the feeling of trust and belief in yourself. You trust and you believe yourself. You trust your abilities, you trust your capabilities, you trust your qualities, you trust your sense of judgment. That's what defines it as a feeling of an appreciation of one's own qualities and abilities. Having known all this, let's now know if they were right when they said you were proud, or were they wrong when they said you were proud. How do you know a proud person, and how can we differentiate him or her from a self-confident person? A proud person hardly takes corrections. Like you will correct him and he will feel offended. And what? Like, why are you correcting me or something? I mean, a proud person, they don't take corrections. But a self-confident person, correct him and then he will embrace the correction. He will move in his once he would analyze the correction and then he will accept it if it is true or if it is right. He will accept it. Thank you for correcting him and then move ahead to the next step with that same correction, like he appreciates correction, unlike the pride person. A prideful person has this I am better than you attitude, even if it is true that you are better than the person. Like saying it wouldn't be necessary, except you are saying it to prove a point. Let me say there's something you guys are doing and then you needed to prove a point, like I'm better than you so I can handle it, something like that. It would be necessary. But in a case where it's not necessary, maybe they will say it in a way that maybe to make the person feel inferior, to feel less, to feel that you are superior or higher than them. I mean, it's uncalled for. But a self-confident person, he says, I can do this, yes, I can do it, I can do it. Like he's confident about himself that he can do it. He's not saying it in order to make other people inferior. I don't know if you understand. He won't say it to make others feel less. He is saying it because he knows he can do it and he can handle it. Having God as his what? Regarding God as his helper. Because if you should remove God out of it, it is you going on your own and that is being proud. Of course I can do it, I can do it. No. I can't do that. Having God as your helper, as your backbone, as your rock, anchoring you into doing that perfectly. A self-confident person can easily walk into a room. He doesn't need to tell everybody that I am more superior, but the way he organizes himself, the way his confidence radiates and shines into everybody's eyes, people will know that this kind of person is worthy of emulation. A self-confident person knows who they are, what they want, where they are going to. I mean, they can hardly be swayed off their feet by another person's perspective or opinion. Like this is one aspect that makes people see them as you are being proud. Not knowing that it's not being proud. It is you knowing who you are, what you want, and then where you are going to. Because most of the times when people tells you, do like this, do like this, do like this, do like this, and you tell them, no, this is what I want. Like that guy is, he's just full of himself. That's one thing people don't necessarily understand. Once you know yourself, who you are, what you want, and where you are going to, You see yourself achieving more than when you are listening to people, because voices varies. You hear this person say, no, 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 don't do this, and you hear another, yeah, yeah, go ahead. Then you yourself, if you are not confident enough in yourself, you see yourself being dragged by both parties, and then you see yourself achieving less or even nothing. But once you are confident about yourself, you know what you want, you know where you're going to, you know that you have a God who is by your side and you can do all things. Then the sky is not just the limit but the starting point. So were you actually proud when they said you were proud, or were you being confident? Well, I know you should have known the answer by now. Then as the topic goes, the thin line between these two, can you guess the thin line? That thin line between them is humility. Humility, one lacks humility and then the other has humility. A prideful person lacks humility, is not humble. But a self-confident person has humility within. Once you are confident and you lack humility, my dear, that is being proud. Because a self-confident person will own up to his or her mistakes, will make apologies that I'm wrong, he knows that he or she is not perfect and he can make mistakes, so he apologizes. And an attribute of humility is being able to apologize to people that you wronged them. And this attribute is something that is lacking in a prideful person's perspective. Like he even if he makes mistake, he'll be like, he won't own up to it. He finds it hard to apologize to people, especially people that are beneath him. As a self-confident person, you watch your words. You make use of words that don't hurt other people. Because a proud person usually makes use of words that like they know it, or they speak in a way that shows, that portrays to people that they know it, or like do what I say. Like a prideful person finds it hard to listen to other people and understand them and see from their perspective what exactly they are saying. But a self-confident person, you are like, with that humility within you, you listen to people and then you understand them. You check their perspective, are they right or are they wrong? With your own sense of judgment, being confident that you know what you are doing, you know what you want, you know where you are going to, you'll be able to analyze their perspective. Is it a good idea? Is it good enough? If it is good, you embrace it and then add it to what you have and keep moving. But the prideful person, I don't want to hear, because my own opinion is always better than theirs. That is a prideful, confident person. Celebrates the success of others. Wow, congratulations. Seriously, I wish I was the one. Like, seriously, man, congrats. I am happy for you. I'm so happy for you. That is a self-confident person. You know the value of that thing the person achieved. You wished you were the person. You know that. Such kind of thing. But the pride person, is that just that thing that you achieved? You're already shouting and celebrating. Although it can be seen as jealousy too and envy, but man, a prideful person, I wouldn't blame the person equally had that same jealousy and envy attribute. All of them work together. That's why being proud is usually seen as the deadliest sin. Like it's very bad. God resists the proud, but He gives grace to them. And then, as a self-confident person, you celebrate your success. Yes. Which even a pride person also celebrates their success. Okay, let's just look at this scenario. Pride person is celebrating his success, and then, of course, I did it. You know me, I can do it. I can do it double. I can do it triple. I can do it. And yeah. Those words are not wrong. They are not wrong. Don't quote me wrong. But a self-confident person, why saying that, by God's grace, I did this, like he regards God, like the glory, I give God the glory because without Him, I couldn't do this. And then you celebrate your success to others. You give God His glory, honor, adoration, and praise because He cannot share it with anyone. But a prideful person gathers all the glory, all the praises, or he gathers it all to himself. That's why God resists them. Thank you for listening. I know you've been enlightened. Likewise, I have been enlightened. Have a nice day. See you in my next video.